Yeah, if he's changed his number and didn't bother to tell you, probably means he's not that into you. Okay, no problem. Thanks for calling. Bye. Here at CosmoTV, it's my job to give the male perspective and answer questions for women about men. Now, questions are good, but there are some questions that women ask that guys just can't stand. Take a look.
Can I ask you a question?
Can I ask you a question?
Can I ask you a question?
How much money do you make? So, why did your last girlfriend break up with you?
Do you love me? Do you go to strip clubs?
Honey, what's on your mind?
All right, the dreaded what's on your mind question. This normally comes right after sex to cue up some pillow talk when all that's on our mind is what's in the fridge.
As Jerry Seinfeld said, we're thinking about nothing. All the time, absolutely nothing.
Guys don't think about anything, so it's really confusing. Like when they ask that, what are we supposed to answer? We're not thinking anything, so.
I've been asked that by my girlfriend, and I just say nothing, and she goes, okay. So I guess I'm pretty lucky in that respect.
Yeah, it's, I guess it's contextual, you know, it's whatever's on your mind, and apparently guys have one thing on their mind 24/7, so why do you ask?
Oh, right. Listen, there's no better way of putting this. Guys sometimes zone out. This normally happens when we're sitting in front of the television, our brains shut off, we go into autopilot. So when you ask us what we're thinking, it's pretty annoying. You're asking us to blurt out some relationship epiphany when really all we're thinking is, oh, look, a bird.
So I had this other question.
Can I ask you a question?
Do you think she's hot?
Do you think she's hot?
You don't think she's hot, do you?
Well, you gotta follow it up with not as hot as you. Always not as hot as you.
Yeah, she probably is hot, and the girl knows that, so yeah, we don't want to necessarily tell the girl we're with, so she knows the answer is going to be no, of course not, but she knows what we're thinking.
Do you really want us to answer this question? Yes, we think she's hot. But listen, decent boyfriends will pay you compliments at random and really mean them. That's why we think it's lame when you go fishing for them.
One more question, okay?
So I have this other question. One more question, okay?
So before me,
How many girls have you been with?
how many girls did you sleep with?
And be honest.
Be honest.
Basically, this question is a lose-lose for a guy. If he says a low number, you're gonna think he's lying. If you say a high number, basically, there's no right answer for this question. So don't ask it, or you'll probably end up just fighting about it.
When somebody asks you how many people that you slept with, generally if a guy gives you a number, you divide by 3. Female, you times it by 3.
Wow. Okay, is that true?
I not in my case.
Worst question in the world, man. Worst question in the world.
Why?
There's no right answer.
Round down by the hundreds.
No, there is no right answer. That's a judgment call too. You're screwed if you say too many, and you know they're gonna call you a liar if you say it's only been a couple, so it's a no-win situation.
All right, those are the top 3. Here are some other questions guys can't stand.
The question that I hate to get the most is, what's your sign? What does that mean? What does that even mean? It's just one of those pointless questions.
Do I look good in this? Or does my hair look good? Or does this make me look fat? How does a guy answer honestly?
Okay, now it's time for me to ask you a question. Why do you ask so many questions? Okay, before you ask him what he's thinking, or if he thinks that girl's hot, or how many girls he's been with, just think about the agony you're putting him through. Oh, sorry, duty calls. Hello? Do I want to change my long distance plan? Now that's a question. Go on.